Cool, we had a laugh the other day. He said, "God, blimey, knock it on the head, do what?" Said, we went for a burn-up round the trading estate, right? Me and my mate on my bike, Arthur and his girl Lil on his bike, right? Drop down a cog, give it a handful, come round the roundabout. Doing about 70 miles an hour in second, right? Now, Arthur, he comes past me with Lil still trying to get on the back, right? Thought I was laughing. My mate was laughing, bleeding funny. We drop down a cog, we give it a handful, we come round the roundabout, right? Doing about 600 miles an hour in 90 seconds, right? Now, Lil, right? Lil, she don't give up easy, right? She don't give up easy, especially not when the spark's coming off the bottom of her legs, right? So she grabs hold of the pillion, right? Climbs aboard and stands up, right? Just as it goes under a low bridge. Takes her bleeding head clean off. Thought I was laughing, I was laughing. Bleeding funny. We drop down a cog, we give it a handful, we come round the roundabout, right? Doing about 12 billion miles an hour in 790 seconds, right? Now, Arthur, right? Arthur, he don't know that Lil's head's come off, right? So he turns round to find while she's hanging on so tight, and he don't like it. He don't bleeding like it. He steps off doing about 7 zillion miles an hour, right? Goes straight through some railings, comes out the other side looking like McCain oven chips. Thought I was laughing. My mate was laughing, bleeding funny. We drop down a cog, we give it a handful, we come round the roundabout, right? We're going so fast now, our molecules are vibrating, you know? Now, Lil, right? Lil, all instinct but no head, right? She grabs hold of the cow horns. She's now in control of a 650cc Dryden Bonneville, right? Twin carb, greasy animal with a lot of torque, right? With an air and vestigial skills, she drops down a cog, gives it a handful and comes round the roundabout. God, I was laughing. My mate was laughing, bleeding funny. We drop down a cog, we give it a handful, we come round the roundabout. We're going so fast now, we go through a time warp, right, into the 25th century, right? I comes out the time warp, round the other side, I scoops up Lil's head, right? I'm trying to jam it on her neck as she comes past. When suddenly I hears, wah, 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 wah. Old Bill, right? Clever bastard, Rover 3.5. And he don't like it. He don't like it. Headless bird driving a bloody great tool down the A13. I shows him Lil's head. He don't like that either. Caught, I was laughing. My mate was laughing, bleeding funny. We drop down a cog, we give it a handful, we come round the roundabout. Going so fast now, go through another time warp, right? Backwards in time, back to the Cro-Magnon era, right? Go past a load of people who look like SDP parliamentary candidates. Right? I come up the other side. Suddenly I see little blue light, Lil's head. Lil's head, little blue light, Lil's head, right? I goes, what? Lil's head is now shooting down the A13, turning round and round, going, whoa, 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 whoa. Blue lights like laser beams, kind of in nose and in ears. So if you're going out on your bike tonight, wear a helmet, okay?
Well, I ended up leaving late on a Saturday, and the light was pretty nice, shining on the mountains there in front of me, and off on the U.S. side down there in Washington on your right. Of course, it wasn't so nice when you looked in the mirror. It was kind of blinding, actually. Now, when I got to the mountains, they were just about as awesome as they always are. Especially this one shot coming up here where all the trees are just covered in frost and snow, and then 10 minutes down the road they're completely green. I always think that's kind of cool. Now, I always like to compress my prairie driving wherever possible. That's 8 hours into about 8 seconds. Well, it's been an interesting day. I'm in Regina now. I got in last night at about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I went to sleep. And I got up, I was woken up and told what door to go into, and I backed into the door and dropped the trailer. And of course, it was minus 33 degrees out when I got here, and the trailer legs were frozen. The landing gear was pretty much frozen. The grease was not very greasy. And I dropped my trailer and I booted off down to the card lock there to get some sleep. And I got woken up early this morning by the company that I came out with, wanting to know where I was. Well, I'm at the card lock having my nap. That's what I explained to them. And, well, that's no good. You gotta go there right now. They're waiting for you. So I explained, well, my instructions are that it had to be picked up between 0700 and 1500 today. Anyway, I agreed to go down there, bobtail. As soon as I got there, they said, "Where's your trailer?" I said, "Well, I don't have a trailer. I dropped it last night as per my instructions." I said, "Well, no, we don't do drops here. We only do live loads." And I showed them my instructions, which said pick up trailer at this dock between 7 and 3 o'clock, 1500. So anyway, I had to go track down this trailer that I dropped last night. Of course, it had been moved. Happy that Regina's not really a big place. At least this part of the city isn't that big. So was able to eventually find it. Actually found it quite quickly. And then came over here. And of course, this dock only has 2 doors, and now they're both full, so I have to wait for somebody else to load before I can get loaded. And I guess the good news is that it's kind of warmed up a little bit. You see that? It says minus 26 Regina. It used to be minus 33, so I guess that is good news. Anyway, that's trucking. You just deal with it. You gotta roll with the punches. They are, legion. The punches are legion. I always wanted to say legion. That means there's lots of them. Anyway, I haven't had my breakfast, my shower, or any of that kind of stuff, so now I gotta wait an hour to get backed into this door, and then wait an hour to get loaded, I guess. See how it goes. Well, that's 20 skids of rolled oats heading for Wisconsin. Major clusterfuck. The only card lock in Regina that I can use. There's a couple of trucks trying to back out of here, and there's about 2 or 3 trucks behind that white Freightliner, I think, in front of me, and there's another guy behind me. So it took damn near an hour to get my fuel. Finally got out of Regina about 4:30, maybe 4:45, which meant it was all nighttime driving all the way back. Pretty though. Well, I spent the night at Dead Man's Flats, which is, maybe an hour and a quarter east of Calgary. Considerably warmer than it has been. However, it is quite windy, which probably makes it feel like about minus 20 on your bare hands. Well, I thought about having my breakfast way out there in the middle of that lake. A couple of picnic tables out there. But it's pretty damn cold. It's actually only minus 3, but some nasty, nasty wind blowing through here. It makes it feel like about minus 20. Oh yeah, wind's blowing. Quick zoom, quick pan. Oh, there's my girl. Now, you can't get into the mountains in the wintertime without the obligatory accident scene and the resulting highway closure that accompanies that. So I wish, just for once and for all, guys would just slow the fuck down. Well, I get to make the same trip on Saturday, February 1st. Until then, thanks for watching, and keep both hands on the wheel.